Oh my God. You guys have no idea how excited I am. Can you guys guess what it is? It's 401 pounds with the pallet. All right, we ain't wasting no time. We're going to open this thing up. Moment of truth. What is it? Oh. Word of the wise, always leave one screw in. Oh my gosh. Hell yeah. Dude, I will say though, for a brand new Q50H HR, because that's what this is. She's a little dusty, but I can get over that. Really brand new, like brand new, not remanufactured, OEM, 0 mile infinity block for a Q35 HR, and this was actually for a Q50 Hybrid, okay? Because the Q50 Hybrid, up until, well, they cut the Hybrid back in like 17 or 18, I believe it was. And of course, my tape's not coming off. But the HR was used in the Hybrid Q50, and of course, those are the most modern of cars, so those are the only ones people would ever in their right mind buy a brand new block for. Now, it says it's brand new. It fucking looks brand new, I'll tell you that. It looks mint. All right, let's get this this front cover off. I'll show you the front of it, and we'll go from there. And I tried sliding it, but 400 pounds on a pallet, you know, that's one thing I don't have. I don't have a pallet jack, so. Oh my gosh, yes. This thing is beautiful, guys. Look at this thing. She's mint. Now, I was super curious because, again, I bought this. So it was an eBay auction for a brand new Infiniti Q35 HR long block out of a Q50 Hybrid. Now, here's the thing. It is actually brand new. Like, actually brand new. I cannot even believe it. Original tagging. Like, just take a peek down in the intake port. Like, absolutely immaculate. And then, of course, I had to come and check the exhaust side as well. Absolutely brand new. And yes, I peeled this tape off because I had to check it out myself. Now, one thing I noticed right away, and I figured this would be an issue, so this is not something I'm surprised about. But I know that it's not the exact same long block that is in my G35 2008 model year. I know it's not the same block because this timing cover is completely different. So on mine, your intake cam phaser solenoid sits more perpendicular down, and then the exhaust side actually sits over here at an upward angle. That's most of the sport car HRs. Now this Q50 Hybrid, I'm guessing they were tight on space, and so they re-engineered it and had these sitting downward. Now what I'm thinking is there's a small possibility that I can move the timing cover itself from my engine to this engine, because I know for certain the cams, the heads, and the bottom end are exactly the same. Well, that's not exactly where that goes. I think you guys can already see what's going on here. Got fenders on the ground, bumper on the ground. Oh, look at that. It's my hood. Core support, fans, bumper insert, side skirts, and the little cubby down there. You guys ready to see the carnage? Check it out. She is all torn down. It says torn down as I need it, minus some of the suspension. I got to remove that sway bar. Got a couple other things to get out of the way, but still got to drain the power steering fluid, trans fluid, engine oil. This block is coming out. One I already showed you is going in. And yeah, I might be the first person to do it. Might be the very first person to take a Series 2 VQHR out of a Q50 Hybrid 3.5 liter HR, brand spanking new, not 1 mile on it. And it's going into this guy. Got our transmission sitting here too. A transmission, that is a used one. I didn't go brand new. 30,000 verified miles on it. I already took the pan off, hence why some of these are loose, but took the pan off, looked at the valve body, looked at the filter, all that. All of it looks amazing. Not only that, I took a sample out of the torque converter. Not one flake of metal, so we are in good shape. And that one is actually, a transmission is getting a Transgo shift kit. These R505Rs or whatever the hell they're called. I know the technical name if I look it up on Google, but they're actually pretty solid transmissions. They ran them not only in the Gs, but they ran them in the bigger cars even too, and even in the Titans had the same transmission. So missing the bell housing, which is why it looks kind of funny. Bell housing goes right there. But she's getting all ripped down. I might even pull all the clutches out, inspect those, just make sure everything looks legit, because the last thing I want to do is put a transmission in that isn't actually going to do what I want it to do. So this is going to be fun pulling the block out. Yeah, it's a lot of work actually pulling everything off the front. You know, as far as the fenders, the core support, everything else. A few hours worth of work, at least. So I was going to film like a tutorial on how to tear it down this far, but it's not even worth filming because the amount of plastic clips that you have to remove to get this to this stage solely boils my blood. Like, there is so much plastic shit on these cars. It is unbelievable. So I'm not even going to start ranting about it. You know, I did a little bit, but that's the end of that. So right now where we're sitting with it is I still have yet to, basically I got to pull the harness off. Once I pull the harness off and get all this gutted out and out of the way, start taking all the accessories off. That is actually what I am concerned about, is on this VQ block, on this HR that comes in the Z's and the G's, the timing cover configuration is actually completely different. Now, granted, yes, the oil pan's different. That's for all-wheel drive. I can swap oil pans, not worried about that. I'm very curious as to whether or not I can actually swap the timing cover housings. That is to be determined, because what I would think is the timing cover is completely different. But long story short, you know, this has a solenoid that hangs out going to the driver's side. This one's got a solenoid, hangs out to the driver's side. And these right here are our intake side. So intake, intake, exhaust, exhaust. Now, that being said, you look at this Q50 block, significantly different. So we got intake right here, exhaust right here. So they're actually right next to each other. And this cover is completely different, and it's extruded quite a bit more, which indicates to me that the actual camshaft phasers are probably different block to block. So regardless, push comes to shove, you know, if I absolutely have to, I'll buy a damn standalone and I'll build a harness for it. Because the deal I got on this motor, yeah, this motor's going in no matter what. So, actually got some other plans for this engine. What we are going to be doing, we're actually going to be pulling the timing cover off. And the reason for that is I'm going to be pulling the heads off. We're going to port and polish the heads, excuse me. I'm kind of torn about buying cams for it. I may or may not. And that's actually going to depend on whether or not the snout on the end of the cams is identical. I believe it would be because it's HR. You know, same block. But this is the kind of stuff nobody has done before. This is the kind of stuff I'm going to try to figure out and basically figure out for you guys, because there will be, and there already is, a ton of Q50s that have the 3.5s in them, the hybrid models, low mileage, totaled out. The blocks are available for them, and everyone's too scared to buy the Q50 HR versions because they don't think it'll work. But what I can tell you indefinitely is literally, I've gone over this block. Everything, every single thing is identical, minus the timing cover, the oil pan. There's a very slight change on the valve covers. I'm not going to get into all that. It's super simple. The valve covers themselves are the same bolt pattern, same fitment, all that kind of stuff. So basically, yeah, it looks like I'm going to be one of the first to do it. It was funny, I was reading on these forums, these guys are saying it's impossible to put that block in this car. So you guys, this winter, you know, throughout the months, this is not going to be a project where I'm posting daily, okay? I got other stuff to do. I do tons of work off this lift. I have a full-time job. This is literally going to be back burner, okay? But what I can tell you is I've ordered some goodies for it already. I will be filming some other stuff as I get around to it, but this project, I have roughly about 5 months to work on. So I'm by no means in any hurry to do it. I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to move slow. And no, I don't have all that money on deck that I can just blow by the snap of my fingers. I got to make some money, which this thing definitely helps, and occur parts over time and then slowly get them put together. So, but yeah, that's it for today. Just wanted to kind of show off what I'm doing. A lot of you guys, I can't wait for the comment train. Oh, that'll never work. Oh, you won't get that block in there, but I will, and it'll run and it'll rip, and you guys will get to watch all of it. So that's a wrap for tonight. See ya.